Hello everyone, I was watching one of my subscriptions, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. He has a lot of cool videos. In particular, of recent, he's been collecting a whole lot of mini GTs. His collection is insane. But he has a great idea where he shows off his black cars that he picked up over the past year because today is Black Friday, which is a big holiday shopping sale day in America. So I thought I'd just show off the black cars I picked up over the past year when I first started collecting, which was basically November of last year. So it wasn't really my intention to get this many black vehicles, but sometimes you don't have a choice. The reason why I avoid black vehicles, at least with the glossy ones, is it's really hard to see the details because there's so many reflections. But nevertheless, here we go. So this first one here is by Yao Modellini. It's an AC Ace, which is the car that Carroll Shelby used to make the Shelby Cobra, the bodywork. He shoehorned the V8 engine. This is a Kyosho. It's an Alfa Romeo Tipo 33 Stradale. I put these stickers on the bottom, and those are representing the years it was available for sale or when it was manufactured. Of course, that's from Wikipedia, so those years might be wrong. This is from a more obscure brand, Aoshima, or Aoshima, not sure how to pronounce it. But it's an AutoZam AZ1, which is a car made by Mazda, but it was badged as an AutoZam. It's a K-class vehicle, that's why it looks so small. Unfortunately, this majorette here is probably out of scale. This is one of those Vision Gran Turismo cars. Gran Turismo is a PlayStation video game. Yeah, this is 1/62 scale, so it's a bit large. And it also, it's a video game car, so... But anyways, this is an Austin Healey, and it's a, let's see, Austin Healey 100/6. Alright, so that's made by Kyosho. The majority of my collection is probably made by Kyosho. This is by Yao Modellini. It's listed as a La Festa, and this is a Bentley 6.5 liter. Okay. And then a pretty good model here is by Time Micro. It's a Bugatti Divo, and you can still buy this today. They have different colorways now as well. I think there's a yellow and a red one out there. A lot of detail packages in this guy. I think it's worth the money. Alrighty, let's see. On this side here, we got some Ferraris here. We have a Daytona, and a lot of the older Ferraris have press fit bases, but this one has a screwed together base, so I went and customized it. I added some 3D printed Barani wheels, and I painted the interior. I was going for the Miami Vice car, you know, Crockett and Tubbs rolled around in this thing, so, well, that's why I had to get a black version of that. We got a Ferrari 328, I think, by Kyosho. 328 GTB, not bad. You can pick up this pretty cheap on eBay still. I think they just cranked out millions of these things. Alright, that one's screwed together. This is a Kyosho again, and it's an F40 Competizione. Not bad. What I like about Kyosho is they have different treads for almost every casting they've seen. Anyways, this is another Kyosho. It's a 360 Challenge Stradale. Okay. Another thing that Kyosho doesn't have, though, is brake systems. But Kyoshos are mostly like between $5 to $10 probably when they're new. The ones you buy today come in these crystal boxes, and they're $15 to $30, or I don't know if they're really worth the money. This is a Hot Wheels. It's a Buick GNX Premium Hot Wheels, and I 3D printed these wheels using the standard Hot Wheels tires. And then this other Hot Wheels here is from the Fast and Furious movie. I guess the F9? Doesn't really say, right? But 3D printed wheels again, but the brake systems I printed are roll with the wheels. Okay. So let me reset here, and I will come back with some more cars. So these two limousines here are First Auto Works Hongqi limousines. They're limousines for the Chinese domestic market. The FAW is the oldest Chinese car company, I guess. So this one is made by Time Micro, and honestly, I think this is made by GOC. That's how it's listed. Got these off AliExpress. This is the Ford Hoonigan truck. I wasn't really impressed with this, to be honest with you. This is a resin model here. The problem with this guy is, you see these roll cage bars? They just kind of terminate in space. You know, they don't actually terminate in the actual model itself. And you can also see the back windows peeling off. When I reviewed this model, it was glued perfectly fine, but I don't know what's going on. The glue let loose. So, not the greatest effort. Not worth the price for me. Anyways, this is a Hot Wheels La Troca. I think this is a Ford pickup truck, but correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't really say anything on the bottom other than La Troca. Alright, but I put some of these alloy wheels on. These are by Word C. You just look up like 164 alloy wheels, and you'll see these things pop up on eBay or AliExpress. Okay, so that's those guys. But over here we have a couple more Fords. This is a green light of the Mad Max vehicle, and for the money, this is actually a fantastic model. I think there's a whole lot of details, green light packed into this guy. So great job there, Greenlight. These are two resin models. They're made by Ace Model, and obviously that's a Mad Max vehicle as well, but I think this is from, they're different movie cars. This one has a full chin spoiler. This one doesn't have the chin spoiler. Yeah, I guess this isn't the best angle for you, right? It's so big though. Let's see here. See, it's missing the lower half. So I think it's from a different movie. Maybe this is the first movie, and then that green light's from the second movie. But please leave a comment. And I think this is one of the evil guy's vehicles. Wiper blades are a little messed up, but a lot of details here, resin models there. Okay, then the last one is by M2 Machines. It's a Ford Falcon Club Wagon. So I customized it because this one's great that it is screwed together. So I painted the wheels silver and I made the interior tan so you can actually see it. I think it was black before, so it's hard to see the details without a flashlight. Alright, so let's let these guys go for a little bit of a spin here. Okay, I'm going to come back again. Right, here we are with some Lamborghinis and some McLarens. Alright, so all these Lambos, no, actually I'm wrong. I was going to say they're by Kyosho, but this one is made by CMs, and it's actually pretty good too. So this is a Countach, but with the graphics from a cartoon series in Japan. I forget, Mechanical Doctor, or I forget what line it was, but it has special graphics that other Lambos don't from Kyosho. Alright. This is a one-off Lamborghini that was made by a Japanese gentleman, and this is listed as a LP5000R, no, an LP500R, and this car exists in real life. There's a YouTube video on it, actually. This is a 25th anniversary Countach, and I think that was the very last of the Countach line. So then this CM's branded one is the Murcielago, and unfortunately you can see there's like some sort of hair or something inside this thing. It's press fit together, so it came that way. But CM's doesn't write anything on the bottom of their models. It's really strange. Okay, but still, it has a lot of nice details. I recommend you pick it up. But Kyosho also has a version as well. I compared the two somewhere in my history. And then this last one is the Kyosho Japanese Lamborghini Owners Club. That's what JLOC means. And this is the Gallardo RG3. Okay, it's really crazy how shiny this chrome effect is on this plastic roof. It's impressive. It literally is a mirror. Look at that. So, alright, let's switch over here. Now, if you watch my history, you know this is the greatest sports car ever made. The McLaren F1 GTR. It's you know, it won Le Mans outright, and I think it was in 1995. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. This one was made by Scale Mini. Unfortunately, Scale Mini didn't do the greatest job because these wheels are simply not accurate to photographs of the racing car. And then it doesn't have an antenna, which is odd for a resin model. A resin model should have an antenna when models costing a lot less do. But still, I love the cars so much. And see, this is a Kyosho, which costs a fraction of the cost, and these wheels are more realistic to the real car. Okay. Let's see, this one I believe is by Granny and Partners, which was sold in convenience stores in Taiwan, I think. It's a 675 LT Coupe. It's from their hypercar collection. It's not bad for the original price. You might ask, but for eBay prices, I'm not sure if it's worth buying. This is a Kyosho, the 12C GT3. Okay, not bad. Definitely like the matte finish cars more. You know, there's not as much reflection that'll mess up viewing the details of the body. Alright, so I guess I gotta come back again. So I have to apologize for the jitteriness of these rotating tables. I've opened them up, I've removed grease, I've tried to get them to be smoother, but both of them are quite jittery. So not much I can do about that. But anyways, so now we have some Mercedes to talk about. This Hot Wheels, you know, I think this came out this year, this 190E. Or correct me if I'm wrong, but I 3D printed two sets of wheels, these AMG monoblocks, and then this one, I guess is a multi-piece monoblock. Alright. I haven't posted the review of this one yet, but it's made by Mini Champs. That review will come eventually, and it's the Mercedes McLaren SLR. This is a great one. So I'll just slowly spin that around for you. There you go. And then this is actually pretty good as well, considering it came free with 2 cans of coffee in Japan. It's by UCC Coffee. But I had to pay for it on eBay. It's the Mercedes SLS from 2010. Okay. Alright, in 64, my favorite brand of vehicles, or value at least, cost versus details. This is the Nissan Hakatora truck here. And pretty nice. You know, disc brake systems, literally reflective stickers in the mirrors. It acts as a second set of wheels that I used on a different model. You know, the harnesses in there, there's instruments, I think, yep, instruments in the binnacle. So, you know, really does a great job. Fantastic. Okay, let's go this side here. Let's see, this is a Kyosho, it's a Nismo Z, probably from the Japan Super GT, yep. So what is it? These are fairly Z33, okay. Alright, this is a Aoshima. It's from a TV show called Abunai Deka. Aoshima doesn't write the stuff on the bottom, but this is a Nissan Gloria from 1987, I believe. I opened it up and I painted the interior tan. I think it was just black before. And then I added some black paint wash to the wheels as well. Alright, but I like that it has real license plate numbers from the TV show. Not that I've watched it, I haven't watched the TV show. Okay, another Kyosho, a Skyline R34 or something. No, a 25 GT Turbo. But it is the, I guess, R34 chassis? Is that how they're named? Alright. My one Mini GT, I think. Unlike Ron, I don't have that many Mini GTs, although I love the brand. It's an R35 GTR, and I painted the wheels silver, and I opened it up and painted the interior that color there. Alright, just a normal V35 Skyline, I think this is. Well, Kyosho just calls it the Skyline Coupe. But I know this is the Infiniti G35, but I guess in Japan it was called the Skyline. This is a Tomiko Limited Vintage, the Sylvia/Gazelle, and I think this is a Sylvia. Decent details. I feel the wheels are a bit lacking though. That's very common from this brand, and I'm not really a fan of the blank white license plates. But yeah, well, alright. I won't bash on them too much today. This is one of those weird experimental racing cars, and this is a Nissan powered Delta Wing, I think it was called. Some Americans, I think, developed this thing. It obviously didn't take off, but very interesting. I think this was made by Sparky. Unfortunately, it doesn't say. It's just so weird that companies don't take credit for the models that they sell. But this little index mark here, I think, makes me think that's made by Sparky. They have a base where it snaps on. Okay. Alrighty. Cut away again. Alright, we're getting towards the end here. So we got some 2 Paganis and 2 Porsches here. So this one is made by Tarmac Works Global 64. I did a review and it was missing a vent, but I actually wrote them and they mailed me a vent. So I actually repaired this after they sent me one of these things. So with that said, it's a great model. It's a great value. And it's not super glossy, so you can actually see the details. Really nice. Okay, this one is by another one of those Granny and Partners Hypercar Collection. I'm not really a big fan of these opening gimmicks because, I mean, look at that gap, is just crazy. But if you like the interior details, I gotta give credit. This is an amazingly well detailed engine for something that was sold at a convenience store. Alright, it's just pretty wacky. Alright, so this is the Revolution, I believe. Yep. Okay. So we have a Kyosho 356 Speedster, I think it is. Right? Just make sure here. I can't remember everything I get, guys. So, not bad. Typical Kyosho quality there. This is a Time Micro RWB, and it's actually a fantastic model. The reason being is the graphics on this guy. All these flowers are wrapping around the body. They're different colors. And a lot of the flowers are actually getting into the body cracks, the door panel cut lines and stuff. So, really good job. This might be the best Time Micro model I have from the brand. Okay. Over on this side, we have a Toyota. So this is a Tarmac Works, and again, there was some issues with the one I had. They actually sent me a new one. So, yeah, it's a great model. This is one of the hobby grades, though. It's not the Global 64 like that Pagani I showed you. So this has, you know, much more detailed interior. You might see an instrument cluster in there, and also a brake system that you probably wouldn't find on a Global 64. So that's the difference. Okay, so Toyota, we have this Pico branded model here, and this has the interesting gimmick of the pop-up lights, you know. Hello, goodbye, hello. So I picked black on this one because I don't like opening panels. So with black, you know, it's obviously going to hide that gap a lot better. Although, I gotta say, that gap's still pretty bad. So I just display it with the lights up. So it doesn't really bother me so much. Okay. This is a Toyota Century, is it? Boy, so again, this is a case where I don't even know what car I have. Because Hobby Japan, the brand that made this, doesn't tell you what it is. But I'm pretty sure it's a Toyota Century. Yeah, there it is on the back. Okay. So a lot of great details here on the outside, and this one also has a lot of details on the inside. I find a lot of Hobby Japans, the other ones I have, don't have much color on the inside, but this one's got the wood paneling in there, so it's a great one. Nice luxury car there. This last one here is a Radical sports car, Extreme Machine, and it's a Radical. So I think the brand that made this model is called Dorlop, and there's the name of the car. Alright, pretty funky looking car. The proportions are kind of weird, but I like weird looking things, so I am a weird looking thing. Alright, one last time. Alright, so the last of this is all the goofy cars that I collect now. So here, I'm not going to pick any of these up, I'm just going to let them spin. But if you're unaware, you know, this is a Hot Wheels. This is a Hot Wheels kit. This is a Tomica Darth Vader car. It actually looks like Darth Vader, it's quite interesting. The Batmobile by Hot Wheels. This is by Charo Wheels, which is a Japanese brand of Hot Wheels. It's a little bit higher end than regular Hot Wheels. And then there's a cartoon version by Chorokyu. This little Gashapon here is by Bandai. And then these are 3D printed Darth Vaders there. Over on this side here, we actually have a resin model here of a 911 RWB. That is made by Scale, VIP Scale Model. Okay, and then the rest of these pullback toys that either made by Chorokyu, maybe Wanda Coffee, Chorokyu, Wanda Coffee, Chorokyu, and then Kirin Fire coffee. So some of them are Chorokyus, which you have to buy. The other ones are free if you live in Japan and you like their brands of canned coffee beverages. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, leave it at that here today. So again, thanks to, well, it's not even a challenge, but thanks to Ron's Muscle Car Diecast for putting out this great idea. And I pretty much ripped it off, so I'm sorry if that offends you, but it's a great idea and I support it, so I'm pretty much copying you. As in all my videos, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these things. It's always fun to, you know, just talk about scale model cars. Alright, hopefully I'll see you guys next year. Alright, bye.